Hello? This is the Next Level Thoughts podcast, and my guest, Luis Garcia.
I thought I was going to have to say that. I was like...
Oh, you can say it if you want.
Because you said my guest, and then there was a pause. I was like, do I jump in?
Should I say it?
I was waiting, and now I just ruined the whole introduction.
There's no
Go
ruining.
ahead, do it.
There's no ruining anything in this.
Do it,
I'm
bro. I want
keeping
to get
all
my name
this.
out your mouth.
Alright, we're going to start this over again. This is the Next Level Thoughts podcast, and here's my guest, Luis Garcia, fellow comedian, friend.
That was beautiful.
Thank
The way
you.
you presented that.
Thank you.
It's a natural.
only done it for like 4 of them. I forget on the first 4, I didn't do any
It's
introductions.
because the guests weren't as important, I feel like.
That's exactly
probably
what it was.
subconsciously what it was for you.
I think you're the first. You're Hispanic.
Uh-huh.
No, Stephanie Michelle was Hispanic. Other than her and you, I think you're the first. Yeah, first.
Hispanic male. There you
Yeah,
go. Look at
I
that.
think I'm trying to think through real quick. I don't know. This is the most drinks I've had on the table.
And there was none at first.
I know.
Then I worried that there was none, and now there's too many.
When you came back with Jameson, you're like, dude, I think we need a shot of this whiskey.
I wasn't even 100% convinced we did, but now here we are.
Fuck it, man. And you're talking before that you are high at the moment.
Currently, nah, I'm good.
Okay. I don't. I want to smoke, and I thought, I don't know can you smoke with asthma? I feel like you can.
I feel like you probably could, but you probably should not smoke like blunts or anything with
What about
tobacco
the
leaf or whatever.
what's a pen? Does vape or whatever? The pen?
That might be alright, but I don't know. I never had asthma, so it's like
I never had that.
I can't tell you about a struggle I don't know, brother.
That's fair. That's fair, man. And then, how are you doing with I want to it's cool talking to comics. By the way, the only reason I did the podcast was to talk to comics again. Well, I guess you live with a whole bunch of comics,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's different for you.
No, but I'm so bad at talking to people in general.
What do you mean? Like
Regular
people or comics?
Just people, anybody who's not like a close friend or something like
Really?
that. Yeah, I'm super awkward. I don't know why. So I
Are you
could go
really?
and do a show and be in front of people and be 100% comfortable. But if someone tries to talk to me afterward, I'm like, oh yeah, cool. All right, I'm gonna go home.
Really?
That's awkward, huh?
I'm gonna take you for that because I remember we talked when I had you.
Oh
you
yeah.
featured for the show.
Oh, and even when the first time we met
It was before that.
at the Ice House,
Yes.
and then we went out for a drink afterwards, right? Not like that though, but like that, like
No,
as
it was,
homies.
it was like that.
It was like what it was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you guys can interpret that. We're gonna cut that. We're gonna cut that.
No, I want to announce in this episode that I am in fact gay.
Dang. Didn't you say that one time? You said that at
That I'm gay?
Was it not you? It was a comic.
It probably was.
I
I've
said it as
before.
a joke, bro. As a joke. It was at the House of Blues with Michael Q.
I went there and I did that show.
I think you were on it, but I don't know if it was your joke. That the guy just
He said
and I'm gay, or something like that as a joke, and everyone was like, "I think this guy's coming."
I
out.
think.
And
I think it was
so
me. It was
awkward.
me.
It was you.
It was me.
I think
it
I went up
was.
after you one time. Oh yeah, because it was the joke with the thing.
Oh yeah. It was
And,
the
I'm
mic
gay.
stand.
Yeah, and I was like, huh. I think we might have had a realization, and everyone's dying, bro.
Yeah,
That's the only reason I remember it.
Yeah, I do remember doing that joke. I haven't done that in a while, but I remember that dumb joke about stroking the mic stand or something.
Yeah.
Saying is it gay if I do this to my roommate? But,
It sure is, brother.
You're like, yes, it is. I do
That's
remember
funny.
that. But no, we'd met there, and then I invited you to be the feature spot in the show that I had, the Rice and Beans comedy show.
Yeah, I remember.
And you featured for that one. And that was an interesting show because it was just so fucking hot. I don't think you had.
Oh,
yeah, you remember
yeah. Remember Peter?
Peter
Durant,
Peter Kim,
bro.
Peter. He
Kim.
was.
Dude, he had a gray shirt too. So it was like dark gray by
Yeah.
the end of his set. Because he went on for like 30, I think.
Yeah, about 25, 30. He was
Yeah, something
headlining.
like that.
And he was
it was hot, bro.
Because we didn't
I
know
forgot
that
it was hot.
we planned the show out. We had we got our money back. Everything was planned perfectly. But we forgot about when the spotlight comes on in that room, no AC, how hot it is. And naturally, I sweat. I'm sweating now from walking out to get you. Well, I just do that because I walk out to get you, and I don't care. I naturally sweat. So on stage that night, I sweat so much. I try to play it off, so I turn around and dude, it was not a fun show for me.
Nah, it was cool though.
I think everyone did great. The show was good, but I just didn't like looking away and being like, oh, let me just wipe this off. I didn't like that.
That's funny. Yeah, that is a struggle too.
I didn't like
it was hot. That light, bro. I was like, I'm done.
Yeah, it was an interesting.
I remember that show because I had a bench, and I said something about playing soccer. I was like, hey son, I didn't know I was gonna have flashbacks.
I do remember that. You talk about being on the bench there in soccer.
Yeah.
But even that night, we went out to the bar after.
Damn, you're right. You see, it's because you guys are social, so I'm like.
Cause I remember you were there, and I didn't pick up any of your. Cause I do know comics that aren't great after shows or talking in groups or whatnot, or like just interactions. But I didn't take you for that. But then again, I didn't leave early. I was there for maybe one drink.
No. Church me up. Don't say then again. I did leave early. Bro.
Then again, I did leave early. I have no idea what happened. No, I did leave, but yeah, I remember you being cool. And then I didn't know till recently that you're roommates with all those comics, and you guys have that. Well, Matt called it the Smash House.
That's not. I mean, you know what I'm saying.
Because of Smash
I know
Bros.
he told me.
And I told him, my roommate told him, like, hey, maybe you shouldn't have that name. He's like, I don't know.
I never call it Smash House because I don't like playing the video game.
You don't like playing Smash Bros?
No.
So what's your game there? What do you do?
Mario Kart. I'm pretty good at Mario Kart.
Mario Kart?
I'll fuck you up in foosball, bro.
You won't beat me in foosball.
Oh, son.
You won't beat me.
I'm so good at foosball that I'll put a whole $5 scratcher on this game.
You know what a rollover is?
When you roll it over. Duh.
No. I didn't know if I got it right. I don't think you'll beat me. You won't. I mean, I'll go there and I'll bet money and I'll play you and I'll win and let you keep your money.
I'm not betting money, bro, because I'm not betting man, but I'll bet a $5 scratcher.
Alright, that's like the same. I'll bet a $5.
That's a chance at $1 million, bro.
I'll bet a $5 scratcher. I want to play in foosball. I want to. The Smash Bros. You guys play, I don't have that one. I never played it.
Oh, I just barely started playing. The whole quarantine I wasn't playing, and then I barely just started.
Well, my roommate has it, so I'm going to start playing it before Sunday and see how good I can get before then. Wait, have you played the old Mario Kart on N64?
Hell yeah.
You like that one too?
I think so. I mean, it's been so long, bro. You taking me back to childhood. I'm trying to remember the
I know.
days.
I think
Did I like it? I mean, at some point, I remember thinking, fuck this bitch-ass game, but that's every game.
Yeah.
You just get frustrated.
There's at least one game that everyone, like, when they come here, they look at one game and they're like, dude.
Oh, yeah, because I saw Blitz.
Yeah, you saw Blitz.
Blitz.
You're the first one to see Blitz.
Oh, for real?
And you were like, dude.
Because I like sports games mostly.
Yeah, Blitz is like one of the best games of all. It's
hell
like,
yeah.
Because it's cheating.
They made a newer one. My cousin has it for like PS2 or something like that, but it just wasn't the same.
Well, it's not because you can
Hell
cheat.
no.
You can, they like pass interference, it's like a whole different.
Yeah, I'll probably
skill.
be bad at it right now, but eventually.
Oh wow, you're talking all that shit earlier.
I know, but once we got on camera, I was like, let me humble myself
Let me-
because I know
let
I need to learn.
Let me make sure. No, I think the coolest people, they freak out when they find like one of them was like GoldenEye or Mario Kart or whatever game, and then when you turn on the TV, like if you look at that TV, it's a 40-inch old school tube TV.
Yeah, it still has.
And you know that sound it makes when it turns on.
Bro.
I know. Dude, it took like so many people to carry it in here.
If you put that out on the street and said free, no one would take it.
I know. It was,
I know. We tried to get rid of those like in college, bro.
I paid $25, but I had to drive, and the guy was like, it was at $50. He's like, honestly, dude, just give me $20. Just come here and pick it up. And
I remember in college we had like 4 TVs like that, and we had a garage sale. No one wanted them. They're like, no, we're good.
Well, I only did it to bring like a '90s theme to my living room.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So then
Plus you got the game.
Because after Mike's usually, well, when comedy was alive, pre-COVID, after open mics, a lot of comics would come here. We'll just drink and hang out and play video games.
Oh, for real?
So this is like,
man, that's crazy because that's kind of. Where would you go to? Oh, well, you go to Flappers, huh? Oh.
Well, I tried towards the end of it. I tried not to go there because I worked there for a bit, and I didn't want to be known as the Flappers comic. It's a good starting off club. I liked it for that.
Yeah.
But then I wanted to go branch out, and I started going more to like the store every night, all the improv, and just trying to like spread out and not be there all the time. But usually Flappers.
I get more nervous going to open mics and doing shows.
Well, yeah, I think it's because you get more nervous because I don't know.
I know that I'm about to suck right now.
Yeah.
Like, I know going into this is about to suck, but I'm just working it out. But I just don't like the feeling of
performing in front of comics?
Yeah, or like just...
Would you be more comfortable trying a new joke in like a room full of audience or a room full of comics?
Audience, I think.
I think the same.
Because I could throw in a new joke and I'll be like, it either worked or didn't work, but I'll pick it up. Or like you listen to the recording, like, well, this is why it worked, or it didn't have direction, or whatever. But in front of comics, most of the time I'm just thinking, God dang, they probably think I'm dumb as fuck.
Yeah, I can see. Like, comics are very. It's just a weird thing to. Do you have when you write a joke, when you have a joke or idea, do you run it by a comic friend? Are you that type of comic or no?
If I not to anyone, like I'll ask Justin, hey, you think this is funny? But I don't think to anyone else. Or I'll ask my brother.
Okay, but you don't like, you're not one of those comics that goes up to every comic and like, hey,
nah, because I feel like that's annoying. I mean, people do it, and it doesn't annoy me because it's just there's different types of people and people work differently. Yeah. But I just feel like I don't want to bother you with my problems.
Their ideas. With my problems, I don't want to.
Oh, so it's not funny? All right, cool.
That's why I don't. That's the reason I don't do it. Because I'm too. If I tell you a joke and idea, like, hey, I have this new idea, bro, and I tell you, and you don't give me a reaction I like.
I don't do that because if somebody asks me, then I know I'm going into it analyzing. Yeah. Like, would it be funny? So I'm stone cold, and they'll be like, "So it's not funny," but no, it's funny.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll tell them, like, I'm like, oh, that's funny, but I won't laugh. I'll be like, oh, that's funny. But if someone did that to me, I couldn't. I would be like, oh, okay. Guess I'm never gonna try that joke ever again.
For real.
Yeah, I'm that type of. So when you were talking about performing open mics and then that, I didn't know if you were that type as well. Because performing in front of comics is
It's a weird phenomenon.
You have to like win them. I mean, it's just weird because they're not gonna listen.
Yeah, because also, I mean, you're kind of just thinking about your set and like, all right, when I go up, I got to make sure I did this part, this part, this part. So you're kind of actually just work out. Yeah. So you really don't give a fuck what anyone else is doing.
And everyone has that same mindset.
Yeah, for sure. So it's like going to the gym. I don't give a fuck what you do.
I guess, but at the gym it's different because no one's there to. One person's not going to entertain. They're not supposed to entertain everyone.
Oh, I seen some motherfuckers like, dude, bro, they're there to entertain, brother.
Okay, I didn't take that into consideration. That is right. I did not think that. Okay. No, but I just don't like the whole. Like the only time it became cool with open mics is one time I was at Flappers and the power went out. So it pitch black in the bar.
Uh-huh. Oh, that was.
And then someone was on stage and they were about to like tell everyone to get out, but everyone we had 3 people in the front, me included, put the light up to the comic. And then they finished their set, and we had more comics go up, but no one can be on their phone because if you went on the phone, the light would show up wherever you were. So it was pitch black, and everyone was listening to the person on stage.
Oh, that's pretty cool, bro.
It was the best moment, like, for comedy I've ever had, where you can hear everything.
Because you can't see anything.
You can't see. Yeah. Everyone just was listening. You can see the little bit of the light that we were shining, but everyone like did not interrupt. Were not on their phone. They were just listening. I'm like, dude.
And some punk ass was like, you suck.
Yeah, no, right. I think they ruined it.
That was you.
Yeah. Have you ever been heckled before?
I don't think so.
Nah.
Because I would definitely remember that. Nah. I remember I was fucking up one time and some guy was like, you got it, buddy. Which is worse than heckling,
It's worse than heckling.
Hey, brother, man. Just let me go down alone. I don't need no buddies up in this bitch. Yeah.
It's a positive.
I just don't like when people call me buddy, bro.
Yeah. You got it, man.
Hey, you can do it. I was like, no. You know what? I'm gonna die today, bro.
I think that is worse because
that was at Flappers too.
Was it?
It was like my second time ever on stage.
Damn.
And I was like, this ain't for me.
Wait, how long have you been doing comedy for?
Now 4 years. I'm on my 4th year now.
Okay, I think I'm around 3 and a half, 3-ish.
Yeah, because I remember we were similar.
Shit, dude.
Damn, bro, we didn't know.
I know, right? Have you done any of the online Zoom shows or anything like that?
Bro, I tried one Zoom show and I tried my own too, and I was like, bro, don't know.
You went right to the show. You didn't do a Zoom mic, or you went to a Zoom show?
Well, first I did like mine, which was like I like poetry and stuff like that, so it's like an open mic type, and I host a poetry night.
Okay.
It's like a poetry.
Did you do poetry before comedy?
I actually don't do poetry. I just like listening to it. No, because what happened, it's called Eastside Poetry. So that was like the open mic night. Then the people who run it asked me if I could host it, and I was like, hell no, I never hosted, but I like those were thoughts. I accidentally said yes. And then so I was hosting it, and then I just started inviting comics too.
Oh shit.
And then there's music that goes on. So it's pretty badass. But we don't have space right now because of the COVID-19.
No bueno.
But anyway, I said that to say something. And
the online Zoom shows.
Oh, okay. So then I tried to do hey, bro,
you
you good. Then I tried to do my own, and it's just weird performing, and there's no people. It's like, who are you talking to, please?
Yeah.
And I just looked at it. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. Then we all did one at Dame Dash Studios where it was a studio, but you were just performing for the camera. There was no people around.
Okay.
And then what did you do? And then you get on a Zoom show and they broadcast it there.
They broadcast.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So that was a whole different process.
When do you think comedy's coming back?
Huh?
When do you think it's coming back?
Well, actually, they're opening up now. Like they're doing patio shows and stuff like that. I haven't done one though.
I got invited to do one a few weeks ago.
Oh, for real? Akeem said it was. That was another one of our roommates. He said they were pretty badass.
Are they?
Yeah.
I just feel like my whole theory with that is I know like patio shows are few and far between, but it's not as many. So I don't want to like go back and like try to develop material doing like one patio show every other. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's sure. I'd rather personally wait and like film as much content here, the gaming, podcast, whatever, and then when comedy like is back to almost normal, then just go all out and then go back to it.
Yeah, I think everyone's trying to like figure it out on their own, you know, because it's like a weird space.
Yeah,
it's like it's nothing you do is gonna be the same. Like that feeling of being on stage in front of a So
even shows now, like comedy clubs that are open, they're half capacity. And
yeah, there's something like that cheapens that feeling.
Yeah, well, because that's how they seat it flat. Because whenever we seat people, I knew when the show was gonna be bad because they will like seat people every 10.
Hell yeah, and that messes up the whole energy of.
And I told him, like, dude, I always try to seat people like
close together,
right? Because it's a better vibe. But
yeah,
I knew right away when they spread apart, like it's gonna be a bad show. But now all shows have to be like that. So
I guess you get used to it though as an audience member too. Well, I mean, you have to get used to it, or you just don't do them.
Yeah.
Like the Zoom shit, I was like, son, this ain't for me. I know in my heart, because everyone's trying to say, oh, you gotta do the Zoom, you gotta do the Zoom. I'm like, player, I hear you. Trust, I hear you, bro. Because you do have to stay relevant somehow, but you just gotta figure out what's your lane, I guess.
Yeah. And I feel like when I was talking to Cole Alexander, he was saying a lot of people are finding out whether they want to do this or not anyway.
Oh, for sure.
Because you're getting a lot of people that are like, oh, when it opens back up, they're not even looking forward to going back because of all, just you're finding out who really wants to do this.
For sure.
Like people, I know people that move back home that I know aren't coming back here.
Yeah.
Like they're
well, in anything in entertainment, because I mean, it's not like an easy thing to do. Mm-hmm. So you see your friends getting married, getting houses, and all that shit. Yeah. And then you look at yourself and like, God dang, I live where?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the difference between like if you really want it or if you're looking for an excuse to I'll get COVID. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like an excuse to get out.
Yeah, it's a valid excuse.
It's a legitimate excuse.
Things, but
it's fucked up. It paused everything. It paused Hollywood, like auditions.
Yeah.
And all
it's
that.
Not even just you. It's like above you.
Yeah, it's just everything. That's why I was like, I debated moving home just for a bit, but I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy all this shit and just film and do whatever I can do.
Yeah.
And that is about it.
You damn sure should.
I know, dude. I like your shirt, by the way.
Thank you, bro.
I can't breathe representing.
For sure.
You heard about the thing that happened today?
Hell yeah. That's wild, bro.
Fan?
Oh, wait. What happened today? Because I jumped the gun. I thought you were talking about, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you told me your thing first.
No. You go, bro. What happened with you?
What's wild? I want to know because mine might not be as wild, and you're gonna be like, oh.
Oh, no, I was talking about the kid that was walking around shooting. He shot down 2 people or whatever.
The kid?
Yeah. I think he was like 17.
In Kenosha?
Uh-huh. In what?
In Kenosha, Wisconsin, or no? Where the
where everything, there was like protesters, and he went down and shot like 2 protesters.
Oh, I did see that.
And then he walked by the police, and I was like, what?
Yeah, my thing's definitely not as wild as that.
Yeah. When I saw your face, I was like, we ain't in sync, Playboy. I know I'm saying, because mine's way different, bro.
I was going to tell you that today the NBA basketball players postponed their games and they're boycotting.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, as of to like a few hours ago. That's what I was going to say, and you're like, no, let me go. I was like, let him go.
But why, brother? Why?
Let him go first, man.
Yeah. It's weird, though, because, I mean, we have been in quarantine, but still, like, people are managing to fuck it. Like, the police is fucking up everything now.
Uh-huh.
When you're supposed to be the most, like, peaceful and to yourself.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a weird.
It's a weird, and especially because, well, I told you I'm from Chicago.
Uh-huh.
But all my, like, me and my mom are from there, but all my family, like, cousins, uncles, aunts, and everyone, they're all from Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Oh,
and that's like my home. Every time I go home, every family party I've ever gone to was Kenosha. That's my second home. So I know the whole area. So now it's weird, like, watching the news and seeing Kenosha when no one knew about.
Hell no.
No one knew Kenosha.
You said Kenosha right now. I was about to say, bless you, brother. I was like, what you said? And I just said, and then I said,
yeah, because that's
where, Kenosha? What the fuck is Kenosha?
Kenosha. And now everything is pretty much like that. Just on the news, I'm like, dude, that's like my second home. It's just weird.
And it would never be on the news.
No one ever knew about it. No one ever knew about that area.
That's crazy.
Yeah, my mom was sending me pictures, like, downtown's, like, burnt up, and there's a car lots on fire. Like,
damn.
I'm like, bro.
Did you see the one right here on Fairfax? I went the day after, like...
Oh, the one that I heard about it.
Man. It looked like a war zone.
Yeah.
It was...
I was watching videos. I'm like, dude, this is like a war zone for real, for real.
Yeah. I went because, like, the building below my acting studio was on fire.
Wait, where's your acting studio?
It's on Melrose and some side street.
Okay.
But it's like right there where the Fairfax district is. And I was like, oh, it's gone. It's gone, bro. But dude, apparently the neighbors, like, it was on fire, and the neighbors from down the street just got like hoses and buckets and put the fire out. Otherwise, so like the top, because we're on the second floor, nothing happened to it.
Okay.
But the buildings below it were they were done, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Did you go to any of the, like, protests or anything?
Yeah, I went a few times with a few different friends. It's pretty powerful, dog, because you see the amount of people that come out, and it's a whole different energy. It's like, well, a bunch of my friends, especially my black friends, were like, this is the first time that I felt like hope for something to change. And I mean, it's still a far way in between, but it's important to feel like the power of.
Yeah, I definitely
shitload of people.
Yeah, there's that one video that went viral of, like, the drone shot above it, like.
Oh, I know the one you're talking about. I was at that one.
Yeah, so the drone shot, and it showed the whole crowd, and I was like, dude, that, like, is incredible. Like,
it was like never ending.
Yeah, bro. It was legit.
You come this way, and I'm like, all right, this is our crew, and then a whole bunch of people come from this side, and then another whole bunch from this side. I'm like, damn.
And then when I watched that video, I'm like, damn, because I didn't do any of the protests, mainly because I took that asthma and I'm COVID. I'm like, I don't want to, like.
Yeah, I thought
go
about it. I was
anywhere
like,
out there,
bro.
especially me, because they said with asthma you're more likely to be damaged by it.
Hell yeah, I would have probably. But I did the marathon like at the beginning of the quarantine when it was like before we were supposed to quarantine.
The marathon?
Yeah, like the LA marathon.
It
was like 2 days before everything shut down. I think the marathon was on the 13th and everything shut down on like the 15th or something like that.
Okay.
Right around there. And I was like, well, I mean, at this point, if I got it.
I know you're right.
I just ran the marathon, bro. Somebody had it, bro. You don't do a whole marathon and then not one person has the COVID.
Someone had it. I got it, bro.
Yeah.
I got it.
I ran past a lot of people. This lady gave me soda at one point. Everyone was giving out drinks and stuff like that. I went to the bitch that was giving soda. Bro.
Oh, man.
He's like, soda? Anybody want soda? I was like, is that cool?
Whatever it is, I need it now.
You're the only Mexican that passed by, brother.
Wait, so the marathon is it 23 miles?
No, it's 26. 26.
Did you do the whole thing?
The whole thing. I was dying, bro.
Is
the
there
first,
a point?
actually,
is that your first marathon?
Yeah. So I just wanted to do it just because I always said that, like, I wanted to do it.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, all right, well, this is a year, I guess. But
you got it right in time,
bro. And I knew it was gonna be painful because a week and a half before the actual marathon, I was like, let me do 20 miles. That ain't shit. I still got 6 more. So when I tell you I was dying on the way back home, I was like, I'm not gonna do this in a week. This fucking sucks, bro. I was dying.
How did you train for it?
Just running, really.
Did you?
And I always had good cardio because like soccer and boxing, like those are just the 2 main sports that I play.
Nice.
And
I did boxing too a little bit.
Oh, for real?
Soccer. My dad was a professional soccer player in Ecuador.
Damn, no way, for reul?
In Ecuador, and he wanted me to play when he came out here, and I played for
You just weren't good. I could tell by your face. Hey, bro, I learned the hard way, bro. I did 4 years of college, bro, sitting down like this, bro. Like this, watching the ball.
You just weren't good at soccer. I could tell by your face.
From one person to the other. I was not good at soccer.
So my soccer dreams ended at 9. I'm like, I'm not going to even pursue this.
Your dad, just let me tell you, your dad was disappointed, bro. He was massively disappointed for at least 2 years, bro.
For a very long time, yeah. Arguably way further than that, but yeah.
That's so funny, dude. I think my dad was disappointed. I was like, I don't want to play soccer no more. I just want to box. And he was like, we'll see, brother. We'll see.
Well, you did soccer all the way into college?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So you were gonna get a scholarship, I'm guessing.
I had a scholarship the first year when because I got recruited by one coach, and then we got a new coach. So he was like, guess what y'all not getting? Their scholarship. So then I didn't have it.
Damn.
But I still played. I mean, we practiced. Hey, don't let me lie to you. I practiced hard, bro.
You were just on the bench.
I was a good trier.
That's good. I was a good trier. That's the best way to put that. I was good at trying. I think I can do that. But then you didn't box at all until after then. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I started when I was 8, but just training, and then I actually fought. I think a year and a half ago.
Fought a year and a half ago.
Yeah, when I was 29.
Like the amateur fight.
Uh-huh.
Like your first, on record, you had your.
I stopped 1-0, brother. Undefeated.
So I'm about to say,
who wants it? Nobody, bro, because I'm retired.
I was about to say, so you're undefeated is what?
I have a whole belt and everything. My mama hung it up.
I'm 1-0, I'm undefeated.
Yeah, that's how I feel. For a week, I walked around the house like that.
How did the fight go? Your first amateur boxing fight?
It was cool, but I think it's because I looked a certain way, so the other fool was like, "This one ain't shit," and then he found out this little man got hands.
Did you knock out or did it go by?
I got 2 knockdowns, but not a knockout.
So you knocked him out first, guys.
It's not down because in amateurs, when your head moves back like that, instead of letting that fight continue, they'll just count a standing count. Yeah. So I got 2 of those. It was cool. The crowd was like, "Hey, little motherfucker!" Nobody said that. Nobody actually said that. But that's what I heard.
Nobody said. But you're undefeated. Is the main point in boxing.
I almost died in the second round though, because I was whooping ass in the first round, bro. I was feeling like Rocky.
You got out
in the second, at the end of the fight. Because Rocky at the beginning of the fight, that motherfucker sucks.
Exactly.
He's a 15-round person.
Yeah.
So what's it called? I came out and the guy rushed at me, and I was like, "Oh shit!" But then I started clocking him, bro. I was killing him. So I got back to the corner. I was like, "What's going on?" My trainer comes and he's like, "Oh, you whooping ass, dog. What you want, a Corona or a margarita?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm fucking this fool up, dog. I ain't got it. Why I'm gonna go to the second round, bro?" The bell rang. Bro, this man, the whole time I was like, hey, brother, chill out, bro. Let me catch my breath, bro. So I sat back down. I was like, I think I lost that round, guys.
I can just imagine you getting hit in the face. You come back. I don't think I won that round. That round was not my round.
And I was dying. They were like, You look tired. Are you tired? I was like, I was about to lie. I'm like, hell no, bro. But I was like, yeah, brother, I'm dying. So they just like push my feet, and I would never think that this worked. They would like stretch your legs out, and then in boxing they like you have your cup on.
Yeah.
So they like aired my shorts out. Son, when I tell you that was the most glorious 3 seconds of my life, bro. Really? I felt like my whole life came back to me, bro. And then third round, just went in and whooped his ass.
There you go. Fucking undefeated amateur boxer. Who's your favorite boxer?
Well, right now, Canelo.
Canelo?
But of all time, I don't know. Probably Mickey Ward.
Okay.
Which is, I don't know, a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
Arturo Gatti.
Yeah.
One of them, too. Just because they have balls.
I'm a little bit of well, I know my dad was a big boxing fan, and he would go to Vegas to watch fights a lot. So he took me a few times. I went to go watch Manny Pacquiao and David Diaz when David Diaz was supposed to be, he's from Chicago. He was supposed to be an up and coming, and he just got his ass whooped.
Bro, Pacquiao was a different beast.
Yeah, he was different.
God.
Legit, because my dad knew David Diaz's manager, and we're like, we're gonna meet David Diaz like the next day. And we were like ready, and then he got his ass whooped. He got his ass whooped so bad that he didn't want to meet anyone. I'm like,
hell yeah,
that's
demoralizing. And you come out with your face all fucked up. Hey man, good fight. Look, brother, I know this was not a good fight. Look at my face.
Yeah, so he didn't want to meet anyone.
That's why I can never fight, bro. You just stay. Even if you win, you get hit so hard.
Yeah.
Just training, sometimes I'll get a concussion. I'm like, God dang, what's going on?
Fuck, dude, I'm not doing this shit again.
Why am I doing this? I'm not even trying to fight. This is stupid. But there you go. The next week, hey, y'all want to go?
Did you ever do Did you only do boxing or do any like MMA type stuff?
I barely started learning MMA with Justin and Preacher.
Oh, they do it?
Yeah.
I know they do it.
Yeah. Right now the gym's closed down, but we'll go to like Uprise MMA.
Mm-hmm.
But bro,
Uprise, where's that at?
It's on Venice and something else.
Okay.
In Culver City. This is Culver City.
Yeah. In case anyone didn't know, this Culver City.
Yeah, because it's más para allá.
Yeah.
But like
to curved. Culver City.
But it's pretty cool. But I mean, I just get my ass beat, especially in like jiu-jitsu.
Well, you're more of a striker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
like Muay Thai, when we did the Muay Thai classes, I feel like I could at least know
a little bit of awareness.
I could catch the rhythm. But when we would do like the jiu-jitsu, sometimes I would be dying, bro. Heavy ass people. Oh, this is good for short people because you get more power. No, listen, brother. This is a 300-pound man on top of my chest. I can't breathe, bro. I don't like that. I was tapping out every 2 seconds, just like that. All right, you good. I haven't even done the move.
He gets on top of your mountain. You're like, I'm done.
I remember one time we were trying to do a choke, and I had this dude's neck. I could feel his neck, bro. And they were like, all right, now just squeeze it. And I was squeezing with all my might. Everything. I had him right here. I was turning red, homie. And they were like, all right, how does that feel? And it's like, I can't feel anything, bro. He got me for like 2 seconds. I was like, I'm good, bro.
Fuck.
Bro, you can't breathe.
Yeah. I've been choked out a few times. It's not fun.
Hell no. I just started seeing stars.
You just wake up and you feel like you came out of a dream. You're like, what
But
happened?
it's crazy how quick you feel that. Because I see some people like holding it, like in the UFC, they'll hold it for a while.
Yeah.
And I'm like, just that alone, that's a lot.
Well,
bro.
they always they try to put the neck down and cover it, or they work out the neck, or whatever. They try to,
that was my move. One time this was like the second time ever taking the class, bro. Preacher was working on some kind of choke. The whole class stopped to look at us rolling, bro, and he had the choke almost on me. I was like, everybody's like, you just gotta get under his neck. You gotta get under his neck. I was like, hey, bro, you're cheering for the wrong person, bro. I'm out here dying. He knows what he's doing.
I know, you gotta get
he knows what he's doing. I could tell he knows, bro. It's like, how do I get out of this?
They're all cheering Preacher on.
Yeah.
Dude, what the fuck?
He killed me. And they were like, yeah! I was like, nah.
Oh, shit.
And I think Justin got me that same day.
Really?
2 chokes in a day, brother, I'll do something to your heart. Like, I ain't shit.
It just took you away. Fuck it, man. But in boxing, you can probably get them.
Yeah, well, they're pretty good because they're both. I mean, Justin's long and Preacher's like super fast.
Okay.
But, I mean, it's interesting to go against different people because you just like learn different. It's like going in different comedy clubs.
That's true.
Yeah.
Good segue back to comedy.
Look at that, fool.
Good. That should be my job.
You know what I'm saying?
Good segue.
Use it.
Yeah.
Literally
use it every day.
It's like finding different people.
Like finding different people?
Finding different people because they bring a different thing to the table.
Oh, like different, like how?
You know, like the stage or whatever? Nah, fool, you can't try too hard now. I was trying to get you to say
I'm not going to do it. I was kidding. But when I was here with Matt, or your roommate Matt, like we were like talking, and out of nowhere he just started talking about like an open field or something, and this is something.
Hey, bro, sometimes conversations just go like that.
No, but I was like, and then he was done with it, and he was like, oh, I tried a bit and it didn't work. Like he tried a bit. I'm like, why are you trying a bit?
Shucks.
Yeah, he's like, edit that part out.
And that's staying in.
Yeah,
you're not gonna edit that
I want to do. I tell everyone I'm doing zero effort with like work of the podcast. I'm gonna edit from the beginning, the clap, to the very end,
and that's it.
Everything in between, unless we get up from the table and go refill or whatever. Which I mean, it's right here, so we don't need to.
Nah, because I already been talking pendejadas, bro.
Pendejadas. You speak Spanish?
Yeah, I speak fluent Spanish.
Is that what you're gonna ask me?
Yeah.
You're fluent though.
Pretty fluent. I can hold the conversation. I work in the kitchen. Hey, go, what's up, bro?
See, I understand it very well, but speaking, I don't have that like fluent. Like entiendo más que puedo hablar, pero no. Cuando hablo no tengo ese.
What you say, brother? Oh, son, my dad, he killed me when I didn't speak Spanish. Because for a long time, I didn't speak Spanish, too. Like, I would speak like that. So, if it was in a group of people, I was like, fuck that. I'm speaking English, bro.
That's why I just did that, but I kept doing that.
Yeah, my dad one time was like, oh, tell him that story. I was like, hey, bro, the story's in English, bro. Nobody in here speaks English, first of all. I was like, dile en español, chingao. And this is all his homies, bro.
Oh,
and I was like gearing up. Ooh, all right. And lo que pasó. I got 2 sentences. And he was like, no, ¿sabes qué? Tú habla en inglés, chingao. And I was like, hey, bro, don't do that to me, bro.
So how'd you learn more? Did you go out of your way to like learn it?
Not really.
I
think I knew
around
it.
the family and.
No, I don't even really speak Spanish to my family. But I was like, when I work in the kitchens, I make it a thing to talk to all like the cooks and stuff like that.
Getting all the practice you can.
Yeah. Not even practice. Just like I feel like they're super cool. So.
Well, that's fair. Because I worked at a Mexican restaurant too. I didn't know how to like with the cooks. I didn't know how to talk to them as much. They didn't like me.
Agua? No agua?
See? No.
That's what you gotta do because at any restaurant, nobody ever gives the cooks water. So if you're the first one to like give them water, like, hey fool, let me go out of my way. Are you guys thirsty? Because it's hot as fucking kitchen.
Yeah.
So they'll remember that. But most people will, the cooks and the dishwashers, most people will just be like, well, they're just there to serve a job. So you walk past them.
Mm-hmm.
But when you say like good morning and shit like that, or make them feel like, hey, bro, you a person too, bro. That's like what the feedback they give from me. Like, oh, I like this menu because of this.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck this bitch because of that. A lot of there's a lot more of the second one.
Yeah. Dude, I wish I talked to you before I worked there.
Yeah. It sounds like you sucked.
Yeah. Well, I was a host.
You never see him.
Yeah, I only went back there for to-go orders, but my boss is Victor. He was like, on Sunday, or any day, we had like a Mexican, like a lot of Mexicans and Armenians. But he would want me to, he's like, he knew I was a comedian. He was like, oh, hey, tell everyone a joke. And he would have like,
hell no.
Bro.
Hell
he would have like a family of 10 who were just going out at the lobby right there. Hey, this guy is a funny guy, comedian. Hey, tell everyone a joke. Gather around. He'll gather people. He'll gather them around to like 10 people who don't speak English. And he'll be like, hey, remember that guy? He's going to tell you a joke. He's really funny. I'm like.
That's hard too.
It was death. It was death.
Hell yeah. It's funny? Nah. I ain't doing that. I'll be like, bro, I don't even speak English or Espanol, bro. I'm Russian.
Nada.
And Spanish humor is way different too, I think.
Is it?
I could be funny like in conversation in Spanish, But I feel like if I had to do a set in Spanish, it would suck. At least at first. Actually, you know who's been transitioning to doing that? Felipe Esparza and...
He has a special out. It's English and Spanish, right?
But, damn, I had this fool's name and then Jesus Trejo.
Mm.
That motherfucker is funny, bro.
Yeah.
Funny. And he did, I think he went to Mexico or something like that. Or he's been doing just pure Spanish sets.
Really?
And I just haven't caught one. Well, especially now because of COVID.
Yeah.
But I bet it'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I did a show with I forgot where, I think Comedy Club. I forgot what show, but he was fucking funny.
Dude.
I'm like, I talked to him after. I'm like, dude, you're like, fuck. He gave me some advice. I'm like, cool, I'll keep working.
Yeah, I met him at the Nalip convention. Sorry, fool. I couldn't even get that.
What word?
Just take that back.
What word
was that?
Yeah,
I met him at Nalip convention. I couldn't say it the second time.
Okay.
Nalip.
What word are you saying?
It's an acronym. NALIP. It's like a Latinx.
And leap?
Nalip.
What? It's an acronym. What
It's
does
like
it stand
saying,
for?
nah, and leap at the same time.
Nah, leap.
Yeah, there you go.
Was that the word you've been trying to say this whole time?
And convention together? That's difficult, brother.
Nah, leap convention?
Okay, well, you made it sound easier than it felt in my mind. Let me see what it looks
What
like.
What does the acronym stand for?
It stands for, good thing you got in it, National Association of Latino Independent Producers.
So you went to... Now I forgot why you were telling me that.
That's just where I meant.
That's just where you meant? Okay, that's what I thought.
He was like speaking at it.
Nah, leap convention.
That was a whole way around.
That was I'm glad that we know now that you met him at the convention for Latino directors and whatnot.
It was producers, bro. Producers.
Oh, my bad.
IP. There's no ID.
Well, who's your favorite comics right now?
Well, I would always say Dave Chappelle's top one.
Yeah, same.
Hell yeah.
Same. Clearly above a lot of people.
Hell yeah. And then George Lopez was huge for me, obviously.
Did you watch his last special?
Yeah, I actually liked it. I think I'm biased because I fucking love George Lopez.
Yeah, I think
if it wasn't for George Lopez, I don't think I would have ever done comedy. Because I think the first time I thought, oh, maybe I could do something like that was when he had that show, Que Locos. He did it at the Ice House. But it was on Galavisión. So it was like a Spanish channel.
Yeah.
But the shows were just mostly Hispanics. So
Yeah.
I just see a bunch of Hispanic comedians. And I was like, all right, well, they're not white. Like, I could relate to that.
Okay.
So, because before that, I think it was always like, oh, that's white people shit.
That's
this and that.
yeah.
Well, I mean, that was my family always said. That's white people shit.
My family says that too. Mom, that's white people shit, you know.
Okay, yeah. But then seeing that, I started doing the same jokes in class, and then that was that.
Jokes?
Yeah. I would take the jokes from there, and I think I was in like 4th grade, and just say them in class. And then I never did it until like 20-something.
Shit. You remember your first set ever, your first open mic, I guess?
No, I didn't even do an open mic before. I just
you did a show?
Straight into a show. I didn't even know. I had no idea.
Wait, how did it go about? Go ahead, start from how you got booked on the show. Did you not even?
I think it was a bringer show. So
but for you, but you didn't do any open mics leading up to it.
Nothing, bro.
So how do you know what material you had?
Because I wrote it.
And you just like you wrote it, and you're like, oh,
and
it's
I
funny.
Understood like that you can't go on with like a paper and pad because I look stupid.
Yeah.
Because I watched comedy, and I was like, all right, well, I understand that it's a set, and in the set you gotta have jokes or at least a story. So I just went up on that. I don't know what the hell. It was so bad. I think one of my friends
had 5 minutes. Probably?
5 minutes. It was with Michael Q.
Okay. The Ice House probably or
no, it was This is the
House
worst.
of Blues?
Nah, it was at the Comedy Store, the main stage. It was the main stage, son. And you know, like on a bringer show, you're not gonna feel that goddamn stage. So it was like a little bit of people and a lot of room, which is not an ideal environment. Anytime there's like open space, too much open space, that's a lot of energy that you don't have. And I was like this, bro.
Jesus. So first set ever, 5 minutes.
I had just hit him up on Craigslist because my friend was like, "Hey, bro, you'd be funny." My friend Nick, he was the first one that was like, "Oh, you should try it."
Yeah.
And so it just lingered with me, and I was like, well, I see this on Craigslist. They're looking for comedians. I want to be a comedian. So I hit him up, and the ad said, "We'll help you, like, build a set." You know, goddamn well, don't nobody got time to help you do a set.
Didn't help you at all.
So I was like, I guess I'm on my own, huh? But it was cool. People
How'd you do
a little bit. I mean, people laughed a little bit. And that I took for it. God damn, I'm funny. Because I had to. I had to lie to myself the first, like, year and a half, 2 years.
Jesus. After that, did you at least go to open mics and start doing that? Or did you just...
I would go sporadically.
Okay.
Like, no, I wouldn't even do open mics. Because at the time, I lived super far.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is not an excuse, because now I know Stephanie drives me.
Yeah, she...
Whatever.
She does her work, man. She drives far.
Hell yeah. But I would book myself for a show every, like, 3 months. Because I just wanted to get that feeling again. Like, oh, what does that feel like again? And then it just, once I moved to LA, it was like, all right, this is what I'm doing.
And then you kept going. Shit.
But it was a long transition to actually move to LA.
So wait, where were you before then? Because right now, LA, you mean like where you're at now? South Central, okay.
So before that, I was living in Lake Elsinore. I don't know if you know what that's at. Nobody knows that's at. And that's a lie, too, because I live in Wildomar. But usually if I say Lake Elsinore, people will be like, oh, I know where that's like at. You know where Temecula is? Okay, right there.
Wait, Temecula is going towards Vegas.
Nah, homie. You
no, I mean like the 210 going towards like...
Oh, yeah.
That way, but not going up.
Okay,
but you keep going.
You right. All right, I was going to call you. I was going to say you ain't shit.
Yeah, see, I know a little bit. I was like, Temecula, I know where that's at. Okay, I do know where that. So then, yeah, that was just a far drive though to do open mics over here.
Yeah, because it was like 4 hours. I think I was working for a director, and that was my only thing. Well, I didn't even want to do comedy at first. I just wanted to like study acting and be an actor.
Okay.
But do funny movies. So
I'm in the same boat, I believe.
Because that's what got me. I was like, I think I could do that. Like, be funny on a screen.
Yeah.
I could do that. But then comedy was a whole different monster. Like the stand-up portion.
Yeah. What do you still do acting now?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still studying and stuff at the Anthony Gilardi Acting Studio. Well, the one that I told you almost burned down. But
the one that said,
no!
It got saved?
Yeah.
You think you're a better actor or comedian?
I think I would say actor because I've studied far longer in acting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've repetitively just done it more.
Mm-hmm.
And with comedy, I feel like I'm still trying to find like my voice and shit like that.
Do you consider yourself? I guess it's kind of the same question. Do you consider yourself more of an actor or a comedian? Like, what do you?
I don't know.
Like, if someone say, "Hey, what are you?" The first thing, "Hey, I'm a comic," or "Hey, I'm an actor." Because I always tell people, "I'm a comic." And
I do
acting too.
Or
people can be like, "Oh, I'm an actor." Oh, I do stand-up comedy too.
I say comedian because I think most people just know me as comedian.
Yeah.
But I've always felt like just like actor comedian.
Oh, okay.
I think because it's the same. Like, I've always kind of like lived in the middle, like Mexican American. I'm like, all right, well, I'm somewhere in between.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So with actor and comedian, it's like, all right, whatever other people want to call it is what they call it. But I feel like I'm good with both, and I'm working on both.
Okay. What if well, because I think you're the third person here who's like, because I'm also like an actor comedian. So if you had to pick one, if you had the choice to like headline stand-up comedy across the country, or like be on a TV show that got green light for like season 1, what would you do?
Depends how much they paying on this tour, brother. How much they paying though? Because if you know what I'm saying.
It depends so much. Well, I guess they both...
Nah, because the experience is dope too. I've never like traveled and done comedy, and I was just about to start this year with Justin.
I was start.
I was like so bummed because I wanted to experience going to different cities and seeing what that was like, just staying there and just like focusing on only comedy. You don't have to go back to work. I mean, you have to eventually go back to work.
Yeah.
But for those couple of days, whenever you go, so that's what I was looking forward to. So I can't tell you what it's like to be on tour. But I don't know. I'd probably the movie. Like if I had to do, if I had to choose one.
Yeah, I talked
They have
to
crafties also, so
True.
it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Would depend what I was on the set of Westworld when I was like, well, I was in the background acting for that, which is cool, and then I got a featured role in the thing, but then they cut my role because I look too Mexican.
That's fun.
We had to like kill Mexican villagers, and then out of nowhere, like I did the scene and the whole camera, and I killed. It was like a dope little spot on HBO, and then they cut it because they said I look too Mexican, killing all the Mexican villagers.
Damn,
Like,
bro.
fuck, dude. But what I was saying
The
is,
one time you were too Mexican.
I know.
The one time. That's the only time in your life that someone said, he looks too Mexican.
So mad, dude. Because it was like a dope, like, HBO. Like,
because if it would have been a Mexican looking, they'd be like, that fool?
Yeah. They're like, no, but I made it through the brains. I made it through all the background to, like, featured background to that little role. I was like, I have it.
Hell yeah. Did you get paid for it, though?
I got paid for the one featured background. I got paid good. I got paid a couple grand. I got paid good.
Okay.
But, I was saying, on the set, it had the best craft services I've ever had in my life on HBO Westworld. Like, fucking taco guys, steak, fajitas, shrimp, like.
Damn, I can tell by the way you say fajitas, you weren't Mexican enough for that role, bro. I had steak fajitas or what have you.
Wait, let me do it again. On the set, we had steak fajitas and fajitas. We had fajitas.
Hey, there you go.
Tenemos fajitas ahí con pollo en esa carne asada con esa aquí, ¿no?
Now it sounds like you're in an auction, bro. 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5.
Oh man, it sounds like the like how Puerto Ricans. Wait, what? You're Mexican, right?
Oh, Puerto Ricans talk too fast. I can understand.
That's
what it sounds like to me. I'm like, hey, bro.
My brother's half Puerto Rican, and I went to Puerto Rico, and I worked on my Spanish before I went to Puerto Rico. I didn't understand anything.
Because it's not Spanish. It's a whole
legit.
Different
it's like they talk like, I was like, what are they saying, man?
I'm gonna go back home, bro. I don't understand what you're saying.
Like, I know none of this, and I did not I didn't communicate with anyone there. I'm like, I'm just gonna follow my brother around. I don't know.
Write it down, bro.
Yeah,
that's what I would have done. ¿Tienes teléfono? Text?
Yeah.
Text message?
Well, now I'm gonna do the whole. There's an app, a Google Translate app, where you can like type in a word or. I used that shit when I was in China.
Oh, for real? Oh, yeah.
They it's like legit. Like you can say something, and like they'll hear it, and they say it back, and they'll translate for you.
And how long were you in China?
I was there right before when COVID hit. I was in China.
Oh, for real?
I was filming
recent. Oh, yeah, then you gonna invite me to your house, bro? Hey, man!
Hey,
come on, bro. Why don't you tell me this was 8 years ago or something? Like you said yesterday, I just got back home.
This was like 10 years ago. So at the beginning of this year, I was filming a movie out there. So I was in China filming a war movie, and then COVID happened. They sent everyone back home. But,
that sucks.
It was cool being out there. That we were like in a very small town, like where they'd never seen Americans before. So when me and like
Mexicans,
anyone looks different, but we would walk around town. People would come up to us, take selfies, and like we'll be at the gym and like legit get interrupted by like, people wanting selfies.
All hell yeah, because you're filming, bro. You got all the top.
We're not even that. We like legit just like they never seen the way me or you look or anyone other than like they're a small town in China right by North Korea.
Yeah,
like they don't see anybody. So the fact that we were there was like holy shit, dude.
That's wild.
Not a COVID cough, I promise.
Wait, that.
I try to hold in this cough past the COVID conversation.
Past the whole China thing?
I was like, let me hold this in so then it won't be past it. It's a weird mixture.
Because you've been coughing at least 17 times today. Then you gonna tell me
it's a weird. Okay,
you came back from China.
Here's the truth. Here's the mix of it. Either I turn the whenever I'm in like cold weather, I cough a lot. Either I turn the AC off and I don't cough, but we both just start sweating, or I leave it on and we're good. And then every now and then I'm like,
nah, don't put this on me. You made your life decisions, and now I gotta live with them. Have you seen that video of the girls inviting her friends over? And she's like, the reason I brought you guys over is because, well, I have COVID.
Really?
It's a Spanish one. And then her friend just like looks at her like, no mames, way.
probably one of my favorite sayings. Like, no mames, way.
That's my favorite saying too. No mames.
I knew this whole swear word in Spanish, but I don't know if I can. It's like pinche puñeta maricón cabrón. What are you eating? Ice. I'm like, when did I give you food?
Oh yeah, my bad.
No,
I guess that didn't sound good for the thing, huh?
It's
but
fine.
When I see ice, I gotta chew on the ice.
Really? Oh, we're so. Oh.
A lot of people are like that. My dad's like that. He's like, "What the fuck are you chewing ice for?" But he said it in Spanish.
I couldn't know how to say it. What is it? Yellow? That's it. No. Come yellow? I don't know.
We're sticking to English, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? You need to get your translator out.
I got offered a Spanish show before.
Oh, for real?
They're like, hey, if you can do a Spanish, like 3 minutes or whatever, or 5. And
did you do it? Nah, I would be scared to actually too.
I
feel like my Spanish isn't.
But you can't say the word, so probably not.
Yeah, I said Scanish.
Yeah.
Who the fuck scans?
It's just your Spanish isn't good, but what about your Spanish?
It's alright. The Spanish is alright. I actually had to do a Spanish audition today.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about before you came? Is it self-tape audition?
Yeah. All of a sudden I had nothing, and then when I woke up this morning, boom, give me 2 auditions.
How'd they go?
I think it was cool because there was no feedback. So as far as me, I was like, damn, bro, you killing it, bro. They don't want you because they don't love you. But
I think that's pretty good, like, way to look at it. Mm-hmm. I think it was good because there was no feedback.
Yeah, at first I would worry. Like, I would get all in my head, oh, is it like trying to get it perfect? I'm like, bro, they could not like the color of your eyes, and that's why you don't get this.
Yeah, so commercials are always, I tell people they're very weird.
Yeah.
Because it's all about, like, my mom's like, well, good luck and show them your skills. I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's just about the look you have and how you.
And I didn't believe. Well, I recently did I was a reader in an audition for a movie, and I could hear the conversation that they were having, and a lot of it is like shit that the kids would come in and audition, and it was like shit they could never control.
Yeah,
this kid's a little bit too tall. I don't like the hair. You know what I'm saying? So why am I stressing out if they're just looking for a certain
I bet you that
thing?
was very helpful now.
Hell yeah.
Auditions,
Hell
right?
yeah. And the kid that just came in and he just did his thing and left, bro, he killed, bro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I was like, ooh, this guy's gonna get
it. Well, that's one thing. I actually did that because of what you got from it. It's what I wanted to get in college. They were casting for this play, and I just got this. I didn't know anyone, but I was like, hey, let me help you, like, cast and be part of the production. I got to be in auditions with the people. It's so, like, you learn so much being there, because when you go into an audition room and you see a group of people, you're thinking, like, dude, like, they want to judge me. They want to criticize. They want me to fail. Like, and you're like, fucking.
No, hell no. They're waiting for someone.
They're waiting for someone to be like, knock it out the park. They can't wait for someone to go in. I can't tell you how every audition were like.
If you just came in and they were like, hey, listen, 45 motherfuckers before you sucked. Please, just don't suck.
Dude, and I didn't know until I sat with them. Like, they were waiting for someone to just come in and knock it out the park.
Yeah.
And now I have that approach in every audition. I'm just like, you know, you can't control what you can't control. So if I'm too short, too whatever, I can't control it. But they're at least waiting for someone to go in there and look the part.
Yeah.
So
do good so they can cast you on something else.
Yeah, there's like just go in there and be positive. And since I've been doing that, I've been getting booked more.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I had that different, and I think comedy helps too.
Oh, hell yeah!
You get in a room and you know how to work the room a little bit, make them laugh, and do all that shit.
And you're just comfortable, I think, even in silence.
Yeah, because you have to be. Like, if you're used to, like, going on stage and bombing or being, you know, like, having that feeling of, like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Being in a room with, like, one other person or 2 other people doing an audition, it's kind of like.
Yeah. And even, like, I've had bad auditions, too. So it's like.
What was your worst audition?
Damn, I don't remember. Let's see. There was a few. But there was one that kept me in there.
This is an 8-hour podcast. So.
Oh, okay. All right. So we got time?
Yeah, we're good.
Back in 1972. Nah. I remember there was one I was so disappointed in because the guy just gave me so many chances. He was like, listen, brother. We like you. I really like you. But you're just not doing. And it was like I was like, they're never going to get me because it was like a father. They were looking for the role of a father. in this commercial. But bro, when I tell you this commercial had so many elements to it, he was like, walk across the hall, when you grab it, say the line, when you come back, grab the basketball, you're gonna throw it in the hoop, then that's when your daughter comes by and she's making a mess. And I was like, this is a lot, bro. Because you gave me a whole paragraph of dialogue too, and I remember the dialogue, but now that you throw all this stuff in, I don't remember any of the dialogue, bro. And this was before I actually started training too.
Okay.
So, and then the first audition I had ever was terrible.
Really?
It was so bad. I had no lines, so I was like, "How do you practice for this?
Yeah.
How people just go in?" And I was like, "You know what? I'm gonna be professional. I'm gonna memorize a monologue." So I was out there memorizing this monologue. I think it was from 500 Days of Summer.
I know that monologue, the Tom one over there.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, cool. This is cool. And then I go in, they're like, you know what? We just threw in a line for you just because we want you to say something. And I was like, all right, cool. And it was just like, we're going to switch these Belgian waffles or something like that. Switch these pancakes into some Belgian waffles. It was talking about making girls' titties bigger. I don't know why that was a reference, but I remember that specific line now because I could not remember it to save my life, bro. I did like 8 takes, bro. You don't do 8 takes in an audition.
No,
that's what I realized now. Yeah, the guy was
that's a lot of takes.
I would come in like, I'm sorry about that, brother. I forgot the line. I'm gonna try it again. So I came back on the Belgian waffles. What did you say again? What did you say? 8 times, bro. Until I finally got it right, bro. And they were like, all right, perfect. Thank you. We're good for today.
Oh, no.
That was one. What else? What was
yours?
yours?
That sound in the background. Like doing, they just
That's
started
the
doing
pump working.
That is them. My worst, I had one that I auditioned for a Honda commercial and they liked me. And they called me back, and on the resume or the app, whatever, I put that I was fluent in Spanish.
I know you fucked up.
Because I figured if they give me dialogue in Spanish or whatever, I'll memorize. I'll call my mom. I'll get the accent. I know I can do it if I get it, 100%.
Yeah.
I'll learn it all my time. And I knew if they gave me anything, I would learn it. And then they called me on the phone. They're like, "Hey, but the Honda people want to talk to you. They really like you." I was like, yes. So then I talked to them. And they're like, can you get here today? We're going to do a thing or whatever. And you're fluent. I'm like, I'm fluent in Spanish. They're like, okay, we'll send you the script. And tell us about yourself. I'm like, oh, I'm from Chicago.
Tell us in Spanish, bro.
I swear to God.
I always do that, bro.
I swear, I was so... when I tell you my heart dropped, I was like... I got through, I was like, yeah, I'm from Chicago. I was in the Army. And I did this. And I did gaming.
In Spanish, brother.
Uno, and I was
dos... Trace.
Yeah, dude, I got to. They told me that. I was like, me llamo Patricio, estoy de Chicago, y...
Carne asada, burrito.
Taco, and I was like, oh, there's a lot of traffic, let me call you back. And then I never called back, and my agent was like, so just go ahead and mark off that you're fluent in Spanish. And I was like,
but your agent probably told you, oh, put fluent.
Yeah, wait, yeah.
Hell yeah.
So then I did that.
I told you I was fluent. I had a friend that I would translate the scripts for him, and we would sit and just have him speak in Spanish. He never spoke Spanish, but he looks a certain way, so he got all Spanish auditions for a while.
Oh shit! Okay.
Everything in Spanish, and now he doesn't have to do that because he's like a really good role on the Mayans, so his life is pretty much set. But I remember every audition he got, and he would be like, "Hey, Luis, do you have time to?" And I wasn't doing shit, so I was like, "Yeah." And he would just read, El compadre se fue to the store. Like, nah, bro.
No.
Son. This is so bad. And he would be like, how am I doing? I'd be like, you doing pretty good, bro.
All right.
Yeah, you're doing good. But it was so bad until, and then the fucked up part, he got his first big show was this big ass Spanish monologue.
Really?
Yeah. And they cut the whole monologue. But he was on the show, so it's part of his whole career. Hell yeah. But I remember studying for it. I was like, whew, man. I hope you get this, bro. I'm praying for you. That's crazy. But it's crazy. You really don't have to speak fluent Spanish, like how you said you can memorize it. And,
yeah, I for
yeah,
sure
you have to
would.
be able to like portray it. Because
Yeah.
there's a lot of people who get Spanish stuff that I'm like, I know this.
They
guy
don't.
ain't Spanish.
They don't know it. That's probably.
I got a Spanish commercial too. This is the first commercial audition I ever did.
Uh-huh.
I got it, but it was in Spanish, and I was shitting bricks because I wasn't very good with my Spanish either.
Wait, you knew it before, like the audition was in Spanish. And you knew that before you went there.
Yeah.
Oh, but you were. I gotcha.
But I memorized it, and like how you said, I can learn it and do it.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, it's just a matter of practicing because that's what everything is. But when I got it, I was like, this is a whole different thing, bro. Because then the cameras were on you, and I was like, I know, like, I'm just pretending to speak Spanish. I know I'm not like a fluent Spanish speaking person.
Yeah.
Even though I've been speaking Spanish like my whole life, but it's just like that doubt in me. I was like, I can't speak Spanish like this. And the first thing the director was like, hey, Luis, do you know your lines? I was like, of course, Jordan. Why would I not know?
Yeah.
I know my lines. He was like, a ver. And then I was like, something. I started saying it. He was like, vete a practicar, mijo. I was like, bro. But when it was like actually on camera, I mean, I looked nervous as shit. But,
But you got it out.
Bro, I got it out 2 takes. This big ass monologue. I was like, the fool in English, bro, they did like 39 takes on it. I was like, I'm glad that wasn't me.
You're like, and
I've been there before.
And I'm good.
But it's fun, bro. Just learning all the different fuck ups you do.
True that. You want another glass of whiskey? You good?
Hey, bro, you know, so if you pour it and it's there, I might have a little bit. Cheers, brother. I've been saying brother a lot today, too.
Cheers.
Actually, lately.
Really? And we are back.
Oh, yeah, we're back. Brothers.
Brothers? You were saying brother? You don't know why?
I have no. You know what? I think it's because at the house we say brethren a lot.
Brethren?
Yes, brethren. As a stupid of just saying that. And I just say brother all the time now.
Okay.
I'll drop off shit at the table and be like, here you go, brother.
I heard you guys film a lot at the house, too.
Yeah,
filming and shit.
We just got back. We kind of fell off for a little bit, and then we're getting back into.
That's my main thing. If I lived with comics, I feel like I would be like, let's fucking try to film every day, put out content every day, whatever we can do.
Especially like Justin and Preacher just naturally have that, like, hey, let's constantly be doing so it's like a good energy to be around. Because you're like, all right, well, let me push myself.
Who's the best in the house in Smash Bros?
I think Justin or another roommate named Ruben that I don't think you know.
No, I think Matt was telling me about him.
I think so. But honestly, I just sit back and I watch. I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck's going on.
Really?
There's too many buttons. That's why I like Mario Kart. It's 2 buttons,
It's just
directional.
drive, turn, that's
and
it.
then you shoot stuff.
That's fair.
But with, Smash Brothers, you gotta know combination. I just hear the whole time. I'm like, how do your fingers move that fast?
Dude, I can't wait to go there. I haven't played the game yet, but I'm gonna play it until I go there. But I'm like,
oh, you definitely should because you've been talking shit. It's getting around the house. Everybody knows. Patrick been talking shit.
Well, because I know I'm at least gonna beat you in foosball, so I know that's a guarantee.
Okay, that's not even true.
So that's a guarantee.
I'll do the whole roll. Look at these wrists, bro. See the flick in it?
I don't. Look at the flick in the wrist. No,
I do those rolling bullshit. We don't.
Well, because I know I can beat. If I bring my N64, I can beat you guys in that Smash. But you guys don't play the old one, the old N64.
Nah, bro, we're updated.
So
beings, bro, we don't live in
my
the past.
roommate has a new one. So until Sunday, I'm gonna play the new one at least once or twice. Be good enough to beat you guys. If I beat them on 1 or 2 times playing,
because I won one time and bro, it was glorious. When I tell you, I was so because it was just me and Justin at the end. And this is just one time that I've won. And I've whooped his ass, bro. For a second, I was like, he's got me. And I couldn't breathe, but at the end, whooped that ass. What's up, son?
See, I need well, because I'm really good at video games. I don't know if they told you, but I was, growing up, I was a professional video gamer.
Why would I know something like that? I don't know if they've told you, but naturally.
No, I meant like Matt. I meant like Matt, because I had him on the podcast. So I'm good.
I don't know if word's gotten around, but I don't know if you
checked
these
up
fingers, bro.
Checked up my Google me.
Wait, did you get paid and stuff?
Yeah, I was sponsored. I was a kid. I was sponsored like Red Bull, Ford. I was like
that was like my cousin's dream. Used to have a whole chair playing Counter-Strike.
Oh, okay.
You ever played Counter-Strike?
Yeah, I played. That's like when I was playing.
That's like a PC game, I think.
Yeah, but at the tournament, I played Halo. Now Halo was my main game.
Oh, damn.
So at tournaments, they'll have like the main games they competed with, whereas Halo, Counter-Strike, and Super Smash Bros. In my era, like 10 years or 12
How
years
old
ago.
were you?
I was 15. I was a professional gamer.
Hey, bro.
Or 14.
You were living the life.
Yeah,
bro.
it was good. It was great just being every month I go to a new place and compete, and I was top 8 in the country usually, and I was just it was fun.
Bro, your dad was proud of you for quitting soccer.
Yeah, no, he did. He hated me. He gave me He's like, I want you to go back to soccer, Mino.
Hell no, 15. Were you making good money?
I was making decent money. People were.
But at 15, bro, $5 is good money.
Yeah, I was making a few grand. Like I used the money to.
Not do shit.
No, I learned how to. I wanted to be a pilot too.
Oh.
So I used the money to get my pilot license to learn how to fly planes.
Is that why you went into like the military?
Yes. Well, originally I went to the Air Force to be a fighter pilot. But then I looked at
the fighting portion of the pilot.
Well, just like how much you the people that become that are like 0.1% of the 0.1 of the arm. Like just,
for real.
And you have to be graduate from Harvard, all this just high ranked stuff. And I was like, you know what? I can be a helicopter pilot. And then I was gonna do that, but they wanted a long contract. And then
you didn't want to.
I said, let me just do 3 years in the Army, see if I like it, and if I like it, I'll do the helicopter pilot.
You did 3 years?
Yeah, I did 4.
Okay.
I liked it, but then I fell in love with I do stand-up comedy. I want to do improv. I did improv before. I want to do acting.
For real?
Yeah.
I never did improv. I want to try.
Improv is fun.
Improv.
It's different than stand-up, and usually people that do stand-up aren't good at improv because they try to make every scene funny. But when you try to be funny doing improv, it's gonna come off
fucking up everyone.
You just have to be truthful and go with it. And just
I took one improv class.
Oh, where at?
And this punk motherfucker kept asking questions, bro. I didn't even do exercises because this guy would ask questions about every exercise. Zip, zap, zap. Bro, self-explanatory. What? Let me ask you a question here. When you zip a zap, how do you zap? Bro, shut the fuck up, bro. Or sit out, bro.
Zap, zap. You're done.
It was every exercise. I don't even remember the exercise. I just remember being angry. I was like, somebody kick this man out this class, bro.
You had one guy ruin improv.
The whole thing. And it was just an introductory class or whatever.
Where at?
The acting center, I want to say.
I don't know what that's at.
It was just
Okay.
It was on Hollywood before, but then they went to Sheriff Notes or something like that. And I was
LA Connection Theater, probably. I don't know.
Brother, it's part of my life I'm trying to forget. As you can see, I was angry, bro. I could feel the anger coming back.
Well, because bad improv is when you're doing improv with people that are doing, because you're not, and originally when you said ask questions, I thought you meant in a scene.
No.
Because that's also a big no-no.
Just as an idiot.
Oh, wait. Wants to be low-key about it.
I'm not here. I'm not actually here.
So, we gotta play Smash later.
Bro, it's almost 4:20 though.
Okay, let's play Smash after.
Okay.
It's almost 4:20.
I
caught that, bro.
Yeah.
I caught that because you know what I'm saying? There was a connection right there.
Connection. Oh shit, what was I saying before?
I don't know.
Improv. Oh, when you say asking questions, because in an improv scene, you're not supposed to ask. I'm not supposed to be like, hey, are you a doctor? Because it's you're taking away. It's if we're doing improv, I'm like, hey, doctor, we're the best 2 doctors. And you're telling people what they are, and then you guess, and then we go from there.
That's what I want to. I think I struggle with, even in comedy, creating, I'll have a premise, but I can't create a whole scene or something like that.
A whole bit?
Yeah.
Well, you definitely struggle with comedy, I'll tell you that.
Hey, bro, you don't have to say that out loud, you know what I'm saying? You had me as your guest, bro, in your house. You gave me whiskey.
I did give you whiskey.
And now you're talking shit.
No. What do you mean? You said you don't...
doing sketches, I think, is different than, stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
You need to have a clear beginning, a middle, and an end.
And you gotta have, the 3 punches, the funny, and,
Yeah, and I feel for some reason I can do that in stand-up. I'll start the story and I know how to end it. But in a sketch, Like, I just don't know.
Well, the only difference with a big difference with sketch that I think is harder is you can't bail. If you're doing a bit, if you're doing like a new bit about like fucking cars, and halfway through you're like, this bit is done, you can be like, well, I'm never fucking doing this bit again. Or you can talk shit about it and get the crowd back and joke about how bad you're doing it.
The next thing.
And go to another thing. You can do it. In sketch, if you're doing a 7-minute sketch and it's tanking, you can't be in the middle of a sketch. You know what? We're going to do another sketch now.
Yeah.
You have to commit hard and just do that entire time.
I did a play one time. And it was like hard because it was like my character had like at least, I want to say, 60% of the dialogue.
Because, you know what play?
My friend wrote it. It's called No More Toys.
Okay.
So we did it for the Hollywood Fringe last year.
Got it.
It was cool, bro. And then like Kerry Washington came out. She watched. I was like, oh, what? Hey. But anyway, it was the first play I had ever done, bro. So I was nervous as shit. And it was the same thing. It's like some days I would like skip ahead or like not say certain things, but you can't bail, bro, because the audience is right there.
Yeah. So there's no bailing. So that's why I think that's one thing that's harder that stand-ups don't get. But I also think stand-up is the hardest thing you can do in entertainment because it just...
Yeah, people do say that. Like, how do you do that? Especially, like, my friends from high school, they're like, bro, you're so shy. I'm like, well, what happened? I'm like, I'm still shy, bro. Just not in public. Like, so when I'm on stage.
We were the same in high school, except I think you kept your shyness, per se. And I was also in high school very shy.
Oh, for real?
I was like, I had braces, I had a lisp, I was like, straight.
Oh, nah, bro, you weren't shy, you were ugly.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. No, I did that, but then you said you still are now, or...
I feel like it, but, I mean, other people would disagree. I just don't like being around too many people, I think.
That's fair.
When I'm not on stage. Like, when I'm on stage and there's a little bit of people, I'm like, God damn, why not enough people? But when I'm off stage and there's, like, not a lot of people, I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I'd rather be, like, in a close circle.
Just with your, I gotcha.
Yeah.
There's comics like that. I remember, because, you were saying you were, like, you said it earlier, you were, like, awkward-ish off stage. Only other person who said that was Stephanie Michelle. Because she also had, like, this awkward vibe off stage sometimes.
Oh, I think that's where we're good friends then.
I was about to say. That's probably why you guys get along so well. Yeah. Because she also has the, my favorite thing of a story with her. I think we both were on the show together, went out for a drink after, and we met these people at a bar and we were walking out. And then this guy comes up to her and is like, hey, I'm Michael, nice to meet you. I said, hey, I'm Stephanie, nice to meet you. And they both looked at each other for like 10 seconds. And I'm there watching them like...
I'm Patrick!
I wasn't even part of it. I'm watching them and they looked at each other. And then they were like... And then Stephanie's like, well, I guess... She's like, well, I guess that's the end of that interaction. Like, the way she ended, that's the end of that interaction. And I was off to the side. I'm like, why do you make things so awkward? So that's probably why you guys are good friends.
That makes sense. Even with my roommates, like some of them, I'm super awkward with them. It's because you haven't been there, but there's 2 houses.
Yeah, I think
I live on the bottom house, and then Justin, Matt, Ruben, and then Terry and Miles live upstairs. Y'all don't know who that is. But anyway, that's that. So it's like 5 roommates per each house. We're rolling deep, bro.
Damn.
So if we get in a fight, that's 10 motherfuckers coming at you.
That's a lot of people. I've talked shit to at least half those people in the house.
And no one even knows you. We're ready, bro.
You're just like, words got around the house.
I have gloves, and headgear, so
you got gloves and headgear?
Bro, people are waiting for you. There's a line.
After I beat Justin Smash, I'll beat you in foosball. I heard you guys have like a little basketball thing there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. No one ever uses it.
Okay,
just like the foosball.
No one plays it?
We brought it out one time, then I just started killing foos.
No one played all the time.
But you would get destroyed.
Why?
I take souls, bro. Why do you think no one plays the game?
Well, I don't think you're very good. Well, because here's how it is.
Because you're not good at soccer, don't tell me how to play football.
Because back in my Halo days, one of my best friends, Mike, I would go to his house and play, and his stepdad and mom were the number 4 and 5 foosball players in the country.
All right, listen. If you practice like this, why don't you say that from the beginning?
No, I don't. I don't. I'm not good like them at all. Mike, my friend, is like he competes still. He's in competitions. He's good. I would go play with him. He'll destroy me, but I learned enough to be okay.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I have a decent 3-bar. I would be okay.
Damn, you know the number of the bars and all that. All right, just because you're educated doesn't mean it's good.
That's probably my favorite thing.
Motherfuckers can read, but they don't know how to write. You know what I'm saying?
That's one of my favorite things with sound the podcast. So fun. Oh, fuck! You know the number of the bar. Oh, fuck.
You said the 3-bar. I started counting down. Well, which one is that?
What is
3
it?
from the top,
3
2 from the bottom.
3. That's probably goalie. Oh fuck! He got a 3-bar. No, I'm
My face instantly changed.
Dude,
You'll see it on the camera.
I was watching.
Oh, okay. All right.
You went from like.
Because I was up here, I was like, "This really, you didn't even know how to play soccer." 3-bar. Okay.
No, I'm decent at that. I'm not, to be honest. I'm decent to like people who aren't. I'm okay. I think it'll be a good match. I'm gonna win. Maybe, but then, yeah, I know none of you guys play Halo there. But if you guys did, that would.
Oh, bro, I wouldn't even play against you. I'm not even gonna watch.
It wouldn't even
like,
be.
Bro.
And whoever would be there wouldn't get. Oh, it'd be so fun.
You get a couple grand a month.
I would get it would not a month. So it depends
okay.
on if you go to a tournament. There was like a big tournaments, little tournaments. If you win, there'll be a couple $100 you win. If you win first place, sometimes it's like 20 grand. But I would never win. That's for a team. I would never be. I wasn't known for team. I was known for free for all.
Oh, so you selfish?
Yeah, I'm selfish. But I was really good at free for all, so I'll do that. I made money off lessons. People would pay me to teach them how to play.
Nah.
They'll PayPal me back before Venmo.
That's crazy. Because you were telling me about like the Twitch thing that you have.
Yeah, well,
people watch you?
The only reason I'm doing that now is because since I've been back on Halo, I get messages like every now and then when I play, like, "Are you the real Devious from like back in the day?"
I almost caught that, bro.
I saw that.
You saw that?
Like that. It was on your head.
That was the Miyagi thing, but I was like, I don't want to hurt you, brother.
I shall release you.
I said, go on.
But that's the reason I wanted to get back into it, because people don't play Halo like they did before.
Uh-huh.
But at least I have some type of people that know me, and then I feel like if the new Halo comes out and it's any good, I can be good at it and get a following.
That's crazy.
But that's why I'm like, but I'm also really competitive. That's why like, Sunday I don't think I'll be better than them because I haven't played it at all yet.
Hey, don't back out now.
No, I'm
before you said, "Hey, your whole house sucks." That's what you were saying before.
I'm trying to be humble. I'm gonna beat them. I'm gonna play with my roommate today in it, and I'll be good by then. But even if I'm like not like, I guarantee just keeping playing, I'm gonna go there and be like. Sure. At one point, I'm gonna be like, I'm taking control of this house.
I didn't know you have that much experience on you, brother. Not experiments.
Spankish.
Yes. That's why I don't drink, bro. See, the words are just different.
No, when I did I forgot which episode, I was drinking a lot. I remember towards the end of it, I was like slurring my words. I'm like,
so, that's why I can't get on stage. I never drink before going on stage.
Never? You never had one shot with anything?
Probably a beer, because I know that like one of my biggest symptoms when I'm drunk is slurring my words.
Same.
So I'm like, nah. Plus, I feel like I'll forget. Plus, I'm just dumb when I drink. So I'm like,
how so?
Just dumb.
Just dumb.
I think I made bad decisions, which is the side effect of alcohol.
Yeah, I'm just saying. A lot of my bad decisions have been on alcohol.
But I could smoke and go run 10 miles, and I'll be fine.
Can you really? My friend is like that too.
That's how I would train like boxing, because then I could just block everything else out. Because I always I think a lot in my head. So if I can like
you overthink a lot.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
So if I block things out, then I could focus on like when I was training for the fight, I would smoke. And then go train.
Fight that you became undefeated.
That's the one.
The fight that you became undefeated.
That one. Yeah, I'll go in and I'll just be laser focused. But when I first started going to any gym, when I was like chubby, I would think like everyone's looking at me, everyone's saying I'm an idiot, whatever. And so that's why I think developed the habit.
But then we got you out of that.
Yeah, like out of my own like headspace.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna blame the weed, but I'll thank it.
Would you think it? That's fair. Another question I wanted to ask. Well, I think we kind of. What's the worst time you bombed?
The worst time that I bombed, I think it was when I just forgot everything that I was saying. It was the time the dude was like cheering me on. Hey, buddy.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, but I just completely blinked. Like I had never blinked like that.
Where was that at? I feel like I was there. No, okay, I wasn't there.
Oh, wait, there was one.
I feel like I was there.
There was one that was so, I don't know. I wouldn't say like, which one are you talking about?
I don't remember if that was you, but I remember someone getting positive heckled in the crowd.
Oh, no. Maybe. Because you were at Flappers. That was at Flappers. But then there's other shows. Like one time, there's a show, like a bringer show that I was like hosting for.
Uh-huh.
And hosting sometimes sucked because there's no one there at the beginning.
Nope.
So when you have to open, there's like 4 or 5 people. Then towards the end, it's going to start getting good because people are like trickling in or whatever. So I was hosting and working the door, making sure people were getting in on time, whatever. And my set was so bad, but I had a friend come out. She's like, "Oh, we've been wanting to watch you." I'm like, "Hey, bro, I'm fire now. I'm fire. Watch, come check it out. I've been putting in work, son." And those same jokes that I say that day will be on fire on a show that I wasn't hosting. But yeah, it was pretty bad.
Jesus. Well, the bad part about hosting, I hosted the open mic, but if you have a bad set, you have to keep going back up there.
Uh-huh.
Which is like the worst. Like
Hell
you bomb
yeah.
and the crowd doesn't
I
like you.
saw this kid, he was a host, and he tried to do a joke saying the N-word from the beginning of the show.
You don't open with that.
Son, it was so, every time he went up, the energy was just dead. I was like, I feel bad for you, little mofo. You should have never said that. You should have never. That's not your terrain.
Like, make the crowd like you first, and then try it if you want to try it. But like, you gotta give them a little leeway to like you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Jesus.
But a lot of people just go up and straight up just talk about dick, and then make it all uncomfortable. It's like, bro, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Hold your hand before you get a kiss.
That's true.
And then maybe you get a little.
Like to me, the soundbite for this is.
That's how I do it, bro. That's why I ain't get no bitches like that.
Just,
hey, girl, let me see. You ain't getting nothing for the rest of your life. Someone puts that on video.
There's nothing. I'm just gonna have that clip. Just.
Hey, Luis, how you get them? Bro, that's a sprinkler. I don't know what I was thinking.
That's fair. No, it's a whiskey. We'll blame it on the whiskey.
That's true. My thoughts are getting weird.
Yeah, I think you drink more than me. Well, one question I wanted, I guess, I want to ask a few that I ask everyone, was what's the best comedy advice you received, or in your case, acting advice as well, and advice that you would give to someone else, like a new up-and-coming comedy actor.
You're getting all philosophical
I
now. Huh?
I know.
Man, now I'm thinking back to my memory bank, and I'm like, damn. Let's pause for 10 minutes, brother.
Let's do
We're
it.
not going to do this. We're not going to do this.
We'll come back. We'll come back to the questions.
I don't know. Most people just said, like, to me personally, that I just get in my own way. So when I get, like, opportunities, I'll self-sabotage. Because I'll get nervous and I'm, like, pulling out of shit or stuff like that. And it's like, people hire you.
Do you pull out of shows if, like, you're like, oh, I can't do this show or I can't?
No, I never pull out of shows because I feel like those are, like, every show is an opportunity to just get on stage.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's why I came to LA. So if I'm going to work my job instead of going to a show, even if it's not paying, I'm like, that's not what I'm here for.
Well, then what do you mean?
But, I don't know. I used to get, like, super nervous where I couldn't perform to my highest ability.
Okay.
And everyone would always tell me, like, once you get past that, where you're, like, overthinking shit and stuff like that, and you're just having fun, then your best work will come out. So I just kind of tapped into that. It's like, everything I feel like you can learn how to do anything. You just got to focus on it and do it, like, a shitload of times. But as far as, like, self-sabotaging, I think I was, like, always doing that shit to myself. even with anything else I did, like soccer or whatever. So, as far as that goes, somebody gave me good advice one time. He just came with me and said, "Hey, bro, don't fuck this up." And I was like, all right. They hired me for something.
That kind of is like pretty good.
Yeah,
right?
it was like the producer of a show. He just came to me, so just intimate into my own little space. We were like this close, bro. He was like, "Don't fuck this up." And that was the scariest thing I ever heard. This is a cholo ass fool too. I was like, "Hey, brother, don't whisper sweet nothings in my ear no more. I don't want no more." But I mean, at the end of the day, I think people hire you because you bring a certain element to the table.
Yeah.
And that's what they want.
Well, yeah,
So
you're already there.
Yeah.
They hired you for a reason.
For sure. But then you're like trying to shape yourself into something that you're not. I used to do that all the time. Like, oh, well, they want a white fool? Well, then, all right, let me get this. Yeah, all right.
Let me wear my little...
Do I look Caucasian enough?
My
And it's
collar
like,
shirt.
nah, bro. People just like you are enough in whatever you're doing, I think. So that would be my advice, I guess.
So then what's the advice that you would give to like a new comic that's starting tomorrow? What if COVID wasn't a thing?
Oh, it's a thing. But I don't know, just to commit to, like, if you make a decision, then nobody else made it for you, bro. So it's like, go all in with whatever you want to do. And sometimes, like, comedy might not be for you, but if you're going to be in that element of entertainment, then just put in the work, and then the outcome will be the outcome. Because whether you make it or not, it's like, a lot of it's not even up to you.
Yeah, a
But
lot
the
of
process of doing it, it's like, it's pretty fun. It's a bitch, but it's like there's a lot of growth. Like in 5 years, you'll look back and you're like, damn, I did all that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll look back and I'm like, fool, I didn't know anybody coming into here.
Yeah.
And like the little things that I have done, I'm like, damn, I would have never thought I could do that.
Like these little like short films or auditions and
Yeah, or
commercials
like
and
being in a
shit.
certain space.
Yeah.
Like earlier this year, I got to do a table read in Kevin Hart's studio.
Oh, really?
And that shit was...
Laugh Out Loud?
Yeah. And it was in front of Randy Jackson, too.
Oh, shit.
So I was like, fool, in my whole life, I would have never imagined. I mean, I could have imagined it, but actually, like, being here is a whole different
vibe.
Hell yeah.
Like,
or I did, like, I had that same feeling because I was on, like, the Steve Harvey show doing, like, some dumbass skit. But I was like, I'm going to just make this funny. It was, like, pickup lines or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So you were trying to pick this girl up, and I was like, I don't give a fuck about this bitch.
My friend was on that. He also did.
Oh, wait, what's his name?
The white boy.
What is his name, though?
I haven't mentioned.
Shaun White?
No. Oh.
It might have been the fool that won. She wanted a white dude, I knew.
I think it was him. Because I remember he was on the Steve Harvey show. There was a girl that he was doing pickup lines to her.
Yeah.
And they picked one of them.
That shit was
I don't remember.
fun,
I did a commercial
bro.
with him. I don't remember what his name is. I remember he's on my Instagram.
Damn, bro. I wish I
He's
remember
like short.
his name.
He's really short.
Was he stubby or...
No, really stocky. Like muscles, but like very short. Not super
Ooh,
muscles.
we were on the same... I'm going to show you after
Because
this.
he has a video. I would go through and look through all that.
Damn. I'm not going to look for it
Yeah,
now,
we'll look
yeah.
for it in a bit.
But that was a dope experience because everything that had gone before it. But all of a sudden I was like, damn, I'm on this same TV set with Steve Harvey. And then when I said my joke, bro, when I tell you this motherfucker busted up laughing, he was dying, fool. He like pushed me away and like, what's it called? Just like laughed across the whole stage.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, cool. That's a cool moment.
That's
I would never thought I could
right
make it. Like for some reason, I don't know why I get validation when people laugh.
Well, he's a comic.
And then yeah, he has like
He's a TV host and everything.
Yeah,
He's a
he's
seasoned
not fucking
comic.
around. Like this is an actual laugh.
Yeah.
And then I got voted off, punk bitch. But then Steve Harvey was like, "Nah, keep him around because we got to bring him back because people just like that shit was funny."
Yeah.
So they brought me back on. The producer like she was like, well, "I don't know if it's gonna make it to the second part, but we got to get you back on because the people really liked you." And I was like, "Hell yeah,
That's dope.
that was cool." Yeah. But months before that, things were trash.
Well, then you had the opportunity, and how was the table read? What was that for? The Randy Jackson and the LOL.
Oh, it was like a movie that they were trying to greenlight, but then this was like right before COVID too, so I haven't heard anything about it. But just the experience alone,
Yeah,
because
just
with
being there.
comedy you get something. Well, actually, doing the play you kind of get the same feeling, like instant gratification, because you're receiving like the energy. But with that thing, it was like I could tell, like it was already written. The things were already written funny. So some of the jokes like that I laughed at reading it wouldn't come out when people were like actually doing the table read. Because it's a weird phenomenon. You're like getting it for the first time, or whatever.
That's one of my scariest things ever is doing a table read. Like
oh, for real?
Yeah. But not prepared, like a code read sometimes, or just
So the producer was very smart because he got us the day before, and he was like trying to give us notes, like this is how I wrote it, so you could read it. And it was like at the same time kind of annoying because you're like, this is what I'm bringing to the table, bro. And but you have to respect them because they wrote the whole thing. This is their shit, and they were like, you don't even have a role. You're doing a table read. Yeah. So they just gave us like some notes the day before, which bro, we sucked the day before. But when we all went in like the next day, motherfuckers were dying, and it was cool. Like comedians that I would like look up to, like Tony Baker was in there, and he had like different roles. Hell yeah, I think he's super funny. And the dude from, I forget which movie he was from, but I always looked up at him. I was like, damn, these fools are in the same room. That's cool. And then they're laughing at your when you come in. That was the most thing I was worried about. I was like, if I come in and it's not hot, bro, that's it's gonna die. But every time I had to say something to say, it was like, all right, cool, I did it.
That's the main thing that scares me with like any type of table reads or anything like that. Like if you have your whole joke like whatever punched up, but if you mess up one word or the guy before you messes up a word and like the flow.
Yeah, and I kept doing that during the actual like read because I like when I read things backwards sometimes. But if I already know what's coming, then I'm like, all right, I know what I'm supposed to say. So I sucked on the first table read, but the second table read was fire.
Fuck yeah, man! I'm gonna end it on that positive energy note. Steve Harvey show. I want to watch a clip right now. I think my friend was on it with you.
I think he was.
So
I wish I remember this was name.
I do want to watch the clip.
They didn't even go on a date.
Yeah.
Fake ass TV. Who's gonna pay for the date? I already came here. I'm not gonna use the $100 you gave me to come here to use on this lady, bro.
Like, no.
Nah. But you know that they brought somebody back for a whole new episode because he was like fire with the lines, bro.
Really?
He got second place, but this motherfucker was grooving, bro. All the women wanted him in the whole room.
Well, damn.
And then she lost. I mean, she didn't pick him. So your boy.
I think it was him, dude. I can't wait to watch it.
Alright, hell yeah.
Well, this is the end of the episode. I haven't found a way to end it yet. I'm just gonna find a cut point.
Hey, this is the end of the episode. Yeah, that works, bro. And you've hit the period at the end of the sentence.
And we're done. But it's been, thank you for coming out. I appreciate it.
Thank you, brother.
Let's watch this video and maybe play some Blitz or something.
We can do that.